Combining typefaces is like putting together an outfit. It may sound funny, but there's a lot of truth to this. So if you put the same care into combining typefaces that you do into combining different components of your wardrobe, you may discover that helps you understand these concepts a little bit better, and you will do a better job combining typefaces and dressing yourself. Keep in mind that what you're trying to do is to create harmony, impact, and hierarchy. So in terms of an outfit, you want everything to look like it goes together, that it belongs together as a group. You want to be striking in how you look. You want to create an impact when you walk into a room. And hierarchy. When people look at your outfit, where is the point of focus? What do you want them to look at first, second, third? If you want them to look at your shoes first, then they better have a lot of sparkles. Also keep in mind, if you combine things that are too similar to each other, people may have a hard time distinguishing how they're different, but they're going to notice they're different. Like these two typefaces here. Something just doesn't look right, and it takes you a minute to realize, well, that first line of type is different from the second line of type. And so nothing gets emphasis. You just get this little conflict between the two, and you absolutely lose hierarchy, and you actually create a little bit of a tension, a visual tension, that isn't going to serve your message. Another thing that doesn't work well is putting one rather complex type with another complex type. So again, back to the analogy of your wardrobe, you probably wouldn't wear a paisley top with herringbone pants. You may, and it actually could be pretty amazing looking, but mostly you're not going to do stuff like that. And so that's going to be true with types. And again, the reason is they kind of cancel each other out. You really don't get focus on either one because they're both kind of equally interesting, and therefore you've kind of lost all hierarchy and again caused a little conflict in a way that you don't want to.
I'm out of here.
But that's not to say you don't use complicated designs or you don't pick a more complex or interesting typeface. The Helvetica on the bottom is that nice plain black pair of pants, and the complex is that paisley top. So one thing can serve to really emphasize the beauty of another. And that doesn't mean the simple thing is any less beautiful. It's just not competing with your attention, and you'll pay attention to that simpler item when it's appropriate. You can never go wrong with simple plus simple. Plain black dress with a strand of pearls, classic, elegant, Audrey Hepburn. You've created a little bit of distinction with the pearls, but really the focus is all about you. And that's really, again, back to type. The purpose really becomes all about the communication. And so simple and simple works very well with elegant, more austere pieces. A very nice way to handle things. And just as you might like a particular designer and know that their different pieces are going to match well with each other, same thing with type. There are many pieces you'll design where you don't need to use more than one typeface. You just pick a good family of fonts, you'll get lots of variety, but they will all relate together because they are based on a common design. And so never forego the use of a family because you think it's boring. It certainly doesn't have to be. You just have to pick the right family and make sure it gives you a good variety of choices for different types of emphases. And here's the key, though. If you remember nothing else but this about matching typefaces together, it's all about contrast. So looking again at those two typefaces that were very similar, the italic serif, the two decorative together, they weren't contrasting. They were very much the same thing, and those combinations didn't work. But this here is a really nice pairing. They're both sans serif. They're related families. They're not the same families, but they have a difference. One is bold. One is more of a lighter weight. One is regular character width, or maybe even a little bit extended. The other is a condensed character width. So those two sets of contrast really bring about a harmony between these two typefaces and give you ample opportunity to establish hierarchy in how you use it in your layout.